Hey everybody, today I'm showing you how to roll your BDU shirt sleeves the US Army way. So the main reason why I'm doing this, I made one of these videos before, but it was a long time ago and I feel like it was it lacked a lot of information. So today I'm doing this because lately I've been seeing numerous videos of people with their 80s and Gulf War U.S. Army impressions, and they've been having their sleeves rolled the Marine Corps way instead of the Army way, which is what they're trying to portray. And there is a difference in the way they roll their sleeves. So this method that you see lots of pictures of guys in the Gulf War with their sleeves rolled this way. In fact, there's pretty much any picture you find of Norman Schwarzkopf, he has his sleeves rolled this way. So, and not even just him, lots of people rolled their sleeves this way because it got very hot. So, I learned this from a Gulf War vet. So it's not just from some website or anything. This is from the real deal. Someone who actually did this back in the day. So yeah, let's get into it. So I might move around here a bit. Um, yeah. I'll move the or not the t-shirt, sorry, the BDU shirt this way so that you can see it. See what's going on. Alright, that's good. Alright, now, to begin, you're going to want to lay out your shirt, your BDU shirt. You want it laid out nice and flat. And you're going to want to lay out the sleeves. Now, one way you can go about this is by using the seam. And the seam you should use is the bottom seam, so the inner seam, because the top one, if you notice, it's offset a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but the seam's right there, and the rest of the seam on the actual body part is all the way up here. So there's a big difference there. So you're going to want to use the bottom one because it's the most centralized seam on the sleeve. So anyway, you're just going to want to lay out the sleeve, make sure it's nice and flat. Even if the seam's not pointing upwards, it's probably going to end up facing downwards for you when you do this. But yeah, so whatever it takes to get the sleeve all nice and flattened out. Now, one thing you could do is iron the sleeve while you're doing this. But you don't always have an iron available. So most of the time, guys would just roll them up. Like use this method without ironing the sleeves. But when you iron the sleeves, it gets nice and flat, and it's basically doing this, but on a more, I don't know how you could say, industrial level. So just so it, gets really flat. But this will do for now. So after that, you want to take the sleeve and roll it inside out. You can do that if you want. And you're going to want to put the end of the sleeve up real far. You're going to want to kind of put it that it goes over the seam, that hooks the sleeve on, that it goes onto that seam, that goes over that seam a bit. And what you're going to want to do from here is you're going to want to fold the end of the sleeve here, fold it over so that it shares the same thickness as this adjustment tab. You're just going to want to leave it like that. So after you've done that, make sure what you have here, the sleeve, make sure this part's nice and flat, because you're going to want a nice professional look for this. So flatten that out. And then from here, you're going to want to roll this part up 3 times. Now each roll is going to be approximately an inch each. Like per fold is going to be about an inch each. So, and it's not going to be right on an inch. That's an approximate measurement. And every time you make the fold, you're going to want to flatten it out some more. Now after you do this a while, you're going to get really good at it. So it's tough at the beginning, but after a while, after you do it a couple times, it gets really easy. So once you get here, the top of this fold is just about going to meet the bottom of the sleeve. It's just about going to be there. It's not going to touch. So after this, remember how you folded this down? You're just going to want to go and undo that. Now the main reason I do that, I fold that down first, that you're supposed to do that, is so it marks your spot for how long the sleeve is going to be afterwards. So, and if you keep it like this, the sleeve, as you're folding it, the sleeve is eventually going to start to try and unfold itself. So, when it's like that, you can kind of try to maintain its position. So now after you have this, then you can fold that up and you won't have to worry about it coming undone. So then you're going to want to make your last fold. Kind of just situate everything here. Make sure everything's all in the right shape. Flatten it out. Find out as much as you need. Stretch out the sleeve. Sorry, I'm kind of in your way. Now the last step, you want to take this and how you folded it earlier, that you just unfolded, and fold it back over. Fold it over all the other folds. So now, your one sleeve is folded the U.S. Army way. Now, I'm not going to do the other sleeve because all it is the same exact thing as this, just on the other side. So, it's, like I said, it's hard at the beginning, but after you do it a while, you start to get good at it. Just look at pictures. Now, those guys were doing it multiple times, and they got really good at it. Either they did it multiple times and they got really good at it, or else they just kept them how they were, which they probably wouldn't have done that. So, and the difference, as I mentioned earlier, between this and the Marine Corps way is, well, the Marine Corps way, you just roll up your sleeves, and then you see that. Now, I'd prefer this way, even though it does take a little bit more time. It has more advantages over the Marine Corps way, because, well, first of all, you see, when you're trying to be somewhat camouflaged and you have your sleeves up, well, you want to try to maintain your camouflage. So there's going to be this really bright color. When you roll them up the Marine Corps way, you're going to have this nice camouflage, and then it's going to be this nice, ugly white color. So, and then compared to the Army way, where it's just the camouflage pattern the whole way out through. And also, one more thing before I get to the next advantage. When this is supposed to be somewhat tight. Now it's not supposed to be tight that it cuts off your blood circulation. However, you're gonna want it tight enough. Now for me, it's fine to just keep it at the first adjustment button. But if your arms are real small, and sometimes you have to adjust it to this. Now on to the advantage, the last advantage. So, say you get in, say it gets heavy. The stuff, you know, the fit hits the shan, if you want to say that. um, so, like you get ambushed or something, or else they start spraying gas, there's a gas attack or something, and you gotta pull your sleeves down. Now, with the Marine Corps way, you're gonna have to sit there and fiddle with rolling down your sleeves, fold by fold by fold by fold. No, not with this. With this, they're spraying gas. All you'd have to do is grab this and pull. And then there, voila, your sleeves are down. I think that's really interesting how that works. So, yeah. So that's how you fold these sleeves the Army way. Yeah, not much else to say. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.